This show is presented by 2 Pound Sports and Entertainment. All right, boxing fans, and now from the Clackamas Armory right here in Portland, Oregon, are you ready for some action-packed action?
Welcome to 2 Pound Sports and Entertainment's Fight Night 3 in Portland, Oregon. I'm Patrick Connor.
I'm Karen A. Tate.
And we're here for 2 Pound Sports and Entertainment's Fight Night 3. That's right, this is the third one, and tonight, Steve 2 Pound Forbes is making his comeback. 4 years out of the ring, that's the main event tonight, and Victor Morales Jr. also making his way in.
Yeah, we've got 5 great fights on the card tonight. We've got everything weight-wise from featherweight all the way up to super welterweight, and all the fights should be really exciting.
You know, we have a couple of 4-rounders to start us out here, but then, like I said, Steve 2 Pound Forbes in a 7-round main event, and then right before that, Victor Morales Jr. in an 8-rounder. We are going to have a lot of fun tonight here at the Clackamas Armory.
Yeah, we've got a lot of local talent and some standout amateurs making their pro debuts, and a couple of them just a couple fights into their pro careers, so it should be really great to see them develop tonight.
I agree, Karen. This is a very important night here for Portland and for the Pacific Northwest, and I can't wait till we get underway.
This show is presented by 2 Pound Sports and Entertainment.
McConnell's Boxing Academy showing Lorenzo Caldera into the ring now. I'm sure you can hear this in the background. Crowd is going nuts for Lorenzo Caldera. Molly McConnell, also another former world champion out of Portland, Oregon. Having Molly McConnell in your corner is a massive boon.
Absolutely. She's going to help hone those skills that he developed in the amateurs and just help him continue to grow in his craft.
Lightweight division, wide open. Lorenzo Caldera, he wants to take it. We got to see if he can put away Jerald Gregori tonight. Probably not the greatest sign that Jerald Gregori shows up in the low-top Nikes, but we're going to have to see what that does for him.
All right, boxing fans, once again, this bout is scheduled for 4 rounds of boxing in the lightweight division. Introducing first, representing Heart and Soul MMA and Boxing, and boxing out of the blue corner. He wears the black trunks, trimmed in red. He is making his professional boxing debut. He stands 5 feet, 5 inches tall, and weighing in at even 129 pounds. He was a 2008 Gold Glove Junior Olympic State Champion. Boxing out of Great Falls, Montana, introducing Jerald the Future Gregori. And now introducing his opponent across the ring, representing McCall's Boxing and boxing out of the red corner. He wears the black trunks with the Mexican and American flag trimmed. He also is making his professional boxing debut. He stands at even 6 feet tall and weighed in at 135.1 pounds. He held an amateur record of 90 wins with only 10 losses and is a 3-time Oregon Gold Glove champion. Boxing out of Portland, Oregon, introducing Lorenzo El Matador Caldera.
Some top-notch announcing from Garrett Fertig there. Lorenzo Caldera versus Jerald Gregori underway in just a moment. We're getting some last-minute instructions from the referee until they before they get it on here. Now, Lorenzo Caldera, not to put undue focus on the kid, but his father passed away a handful of years ago. His father actually was also an amateur fighter himself, notable amateur fighter, and Lorenzo Caldera says he's fighting for him. Let's see what he can do for his dad here.
I mean, first thing you have to call out is I think it's a 7-inch height difference here. Caldera using that height really well right off the bat. Southpaw, and he's sticking that jab out there right from the beginning, and now a nice hook.
Well, I'll give Gregori this much. He's moving his head. I mean, we'll have to see whether it's well or not in just a moment, but he is moving his head. He's not just coming straight at Lorenzo Caldera. And I have to say something notable is on his right bicep, he's got a Harry Potter tattoo.
That is notable. And just for a minute there, Gregori switched to southpaw and then switched back to orthodox. Yeah, he has some decent boxing fundamentals. Not as polished, obviously, as Caldera, but
he actually looks fairly heavy-handed the way that he's throwing.
He does, yeah.
We'll have to see whether anything comes from that, but already the outside of his right eye is kind of abraded.
And he landed actually a clean right hand on Caldera a little bit ago. And I think kind of what we were talking about earlier in the earlier fights, he's got some unorthodox movement going on that threw Caldera off a little bit.
Left hand followed up by another left hand, catches Jacob Gregori, and he is wondering where the hell he is over there in the neutral corner right now.
He's trying to get it together, but I don't know.
Jerald Gregori rising from a knockdown, but he is affected. I don't think he's going to make it out of this round. Down goes Gregori once again, and he is looking rough here on his knee.
That's a good call.
That is it. Pro debut win for Lorenzo Caldera. That's a big win.
Gregori is very tough. Really tried his best. He tried to get up and stir himself and get back up and put on a fight, but he just was too hurt.
That first shot that Gregori took looked like it. That first big shot that he took, I should say, looked like it affected him. He still doesn't look like he's doing well here. We're going to get a replay of that stoppage, see what exactly happened. Oh, what an absolutely fantastic counter right hook from Lorenzo Caldera. That took it all out of him.
That was a great example of experience versus inexperience.
From the look of it, it looked like Jerald Gregori got overzealous, really wanted to go in and show that he had something against this massive amateur prospect here, and he just walked right into something that perhaps he really didn't expect. That right hook, especially from kind of a southpaw angle there, that's not an easy punch to see coming from your average orthodox fighter.
Absolutely, especially if you're relatively inexperienced in boxing. It's coming out of your peripheral vision. Most people aren't going to see that. And Caldera, I think you also see his experience not only in the amateurs. He spars with Steve Forbes in the gym, and I think getting the benefit of sparring a former world champion like that with years and years of experience, it showed tonight.
No question. It looks like Gerald Fertig is going to give us the officials in just a sec here. But I've seen Lorenzo Caldera in person sparring with Steve Forbes, and Steve Forbes is not taking it easy on the kid. I'll tell you that firsthand. And I could already tell you that working with Steve Forbes is going to do wonders for Lorenzo Caldera. We just saw it.
Absolutely.
He looks kind of weary in his corner. I mean, I'm not trying to be weird here, but he looks like he's not doing super great just from that one right hook.
Yeah, I feel like they might want to send him to the hospital, get him checked out.
All right, boxing fans, referee Joey Passarella has called a stop to this fight at 1 minute, 46 seconds of the very first round. Declaring your winner by knockout, Lorenzo Caldera. All right, I'm here with Portland's own Lorenzo Caldera, First pro fight, and it only took you 1:46. You guys don't get paid by the hour, so I like the way you roll, kid. What was your plan going into this?
Just stick on the outside, keep working the jab, and you don't get paid for overtime in boxing, so end it as soon as possible.
That's my kind of boxer right there. So you got a couple fans. You want to thank anybody?
Yeah, I'd like to dedicate this fight to my Uncle Ray and my dad, Joel. They're no longer with us, but they set me on this journey. So I'd like to thank everybody else that came, all the fans, friends, family, everybody. Appreciate it.
All right, one win, one knockout. I look forward to seeing more fights, big man. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Lorenzo Lecho El Matador. This show is presented by 2 Pound Sports and Entertainment.